Hello FPL managers and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack and today we're going over our team selection to see how we've placed inside the top 2% of FPL managers for Game Week 1 this season. If you guys are liking the videos, leave a like and subscribe and have those notification bells turned on to stay posted for future uploads. And with that being said, let's jump into the video. So let's have a look at how we got on in Game Week 1, discuss some transfer plans, and then have a look at how our team lines up for the upcoming game week. First of all, in goals, Nana got us 9 points, which was very nice to see. Manchester United, very lucky to walk away with a clean sheet in this game. Being a Wolves fan, and it's extremely frustrating to see Wolves walk away with no points from this game. Probably deserved all three, given how well we played and the amount of chances that we created, but we just couldn't turn home our chances, which seems to be a consistent issue over the last few years now. But Onana nonetheless got himself a couple of save points and an extra bonus point as well, so 9 there for Onana, a very useful score in goals. He was one of the highest scoring goalkeepers to start this FPL season. Moving on to the defenders, both Estupiñán and Chilwell chipped in with assists for their respective sides. They also both featured on bonus points as well. Or they also both look very, very attacking. Estupiñán and Chilwell made some excellent runs forward. Chilwell especially very unlucky not to have more FPL points. Had a disallowed goal. It was just offside. Could have been so many more FPL points for Chilwell this week. But he's looking absolutely incredible from an FPL standpoint. So many runs into the box. Took on so many shots. He has some really, really good chances as well. So I'm liking the runs that he's making. And I wouldn't be surprised if he can consistently walk away with goals or assists in most game weeks this season, just based off his positioning in Game Week 1. Plus, the advantage of having Chilwell in the team is that Chelsea's fixtures only get better than Liverpool at home. They've got some really good fixtures from now up until Game Week 8, so I'm excited to see what Chilwell can produce. Estupiñán, likewise as well, has some excellent fixtures, so very happy with his start to the season. Looking to the midfielders, Saka, Mbeumo, and Salah all provided returns for our side, which is very nice to see. Saka, obviously a more template pick, but seeing Mbeumo and Salah pick up a goal and assist respectively really helped us increase our rank, as Mbeumo especially with just an 8% ownership was incredibly good for boosting our rank for Game Week 1, putting us around the top 200k mark, putting us inside the top 2% of FPL managers so far this season. A really good start to this year. I'm very, very happy with how the differential picks have paid off. João Pedro up top as well was another really, really good pick. His ownership was lower than Watkins. He was a bit of a risk. I took my chances. He scored his penalty, got 7 points, outscored Watkins for Game Week 1. Very happy with João Pedro in the team. He was looking really threatening, had a really easy tap-in finish as well, which he missed. Similar to Mbeumo as well. Mbeumo could have also had another goal had he converted his tap-in at the back post. Both of these are guys looking extremely threatening. Probably should have had more FPL points, but I'm happy with 7 for the pair of João Pedro and Mbeumo. And of course, Haaland on captain was very, very good. Picked up 26 points, had a couple of goals, double that one up to 26 on captaincy. Looking to the bench as well, also good signs on the bench from Rico Henry. He got an assist in Game Week 1. So despite him not having the best fixture, he was still able to walk away with some returns. I was really liking his attacking runs that he was making throughout this game. Put a lot of quality balls into the box. Could have easily picked up an extra assist throughout this game. So I was liking his runs. I think he's going to definitely get more attacking returns across the season if he can keep up this very, very good positioning. So overall, I'm extremely happy with the performance for Game Week 1. 85 total points was incredibly good. Puts us around the top 200k to start the season. Couldn't ask for a better start, really. I think I'm very, very happy with the team right now. So let's discuss some transfer plans and then have a look at how the team is setting up for Game Week 2. So as of right now, I'm not looking to make any transfers coming into Game Week 2. The only player that I was potentially thinking about getting rid of was Gabriel. I discussed my thoughts around him in yesterday's transfer plans video, so if you want to see more in-depth thoughts about him, check out that video. But in general, I think he should be back to playing for Arsenal in Game Week 2. Obviously, after being benched in Game Week 1, he was a massively consistent starter for them last season, playing nearly every single game, every single minute of the Premier League season. Gabriel was incredibly consistent in his minutes, but seeing Timber pick up that knee injury, I think he should be out for some time. There is still yet to be a confirmed length on that injury, but I think he will be missing Game Week 2 at least, which should give Gabriel his starting spot back in this Arsenal defence. So that does leave us with 0.0 left in the bank. We're going to roll the transfer, save it up, have 2 free transfers come Game Week 3, and the team should be in a really, really good spot. So with that being said, let's have a look at the starting 11 and captaincy decisions that we've made for game week 2. So first of all, in goals, this is where the first change has been made from game week 1 to game week 2. I can see why people might think this is a little bit controversial. Onana has been dropped after picking up 9 points in game week 1, and I've gone with Turner as my starting goalkeeper here. This decision has purely been made on fixture difficulty. Sheffield at home for Nottingham Forest is an incredibly promising fixture for a clean sheet here. I do expect them to walk away with a clean sheet against Sheffield. Not a very strong side attackingly. I don't think they're going to score too many goals this season. And Onana with Spurs away, the Spurs did score a couple of goals in their first game of the season. They now have a home fixture against the Manchester United side that were very, very leaky in terms of conceding chances to Wolves. And typically Wolves are a side that have really struggled for goals over recent years. One of the lowest scoring teams historically over the last 2 to 3 seasons. So to see Man United's defence start in that way hasn't given me the most confidence that they're going to be able to record a clean sheet away to Spurs. So this week I do think Turner has a higher chance of a clean sheet in goals, and that is why I have opted to go for the 4.0 keeper starting here. Let's have a look at the back three. Currently it is the same back three as game week 1. Stupinian, Gabriel and Chilwell all remain here, but Rico Henry, he is definitely fighting for some place in this team. Picked up 4 points in game week 1. Fulham away is a pretty good fixture from a defensive standpoint. Fulham also a side that probably won't score a massive amount of goals this season. They still have striker issues, tossing up between Mitrovic and Jimenez, so there is a chance for a Brentford clean sheet here. Henry picked up an assist in game week 1 as well, so I think he's got really good attacking threat as far as 4.5 defenders go, so he's definitely a chance for a start in this game week, especially given Gabriel not starting in game week 1. But right now I am holding my faith in Gabriel that he can get back into that starting 11. Crystal Palace away this week for Arsenal was a really good fixture. This was the opening day fixture of last season, Crystal Palace versus Arsenal, where Arsenal did get a clean sheet in this game, so I'm hoping for a repeat of that here. Hopefully Gabriel can get back into the team and produce a clean sheet for me. That would be very, very nice. And Estupinian and Chilwell definitely aren't going anywhere after the first game week. Both of these guys looked incredibly attacking. Estupinian a little bit unlucky not to walk away with a clean sheet. A penalty was given to Luton Town, robbing Brighton of their clean sheet in game week 1. Had he picked up that clean sheet, Estupinian would have been on double-digit points. So I think he's a really, really good option. Wolves away, obviously a side that do struggle to score goals as well. Failed to score in game week 1. Despite having a lot of chances. I think that is going to be a common issue with Wolves this season. We seem to be able to create a lot of chances, but no matter who it is, it just seems they can't finish off the good work of the team that's been provided for them. So I think Brighton are looking good for a clean sheet in this game. I don't think there's going to be too many goals in this fixture, especially from a Wolves perspective. And Chilwell with West Ham away, another pretty good fixture from a defensive standpoint. West Ham are a side that do have their struggles from an attacking standpoint this season. A couple of players have departed of the squad this year, which is definitely going to reduce their attacking threat. Skamaka's gone as well. I think Bowen is the main attacking threat now. He really has to have a good season for West Ham for them to stay in the Prem this year. I think Chilwell should be looking good for a clean sheet in this game, but as he's shown, even if Chelsea can't produce the goods at the back, he's making so many good runs forward, and I wouldn't be surprised if he can get involved with a goal or an assist in game week 2, just given how attacking he was in game week 1. But that being said, let's have a look at the midfield 5 now. We've stuck with the 3-5-2 formation once more. Saka, Eze, Salah, Mbeumo and Rashford in the middle of the park. Saka, of course, not going anywhere. 10 points in game week 1. Crystal Palace away, game week 2 is a great fixture. Eze, he is a potential player that I could look to drop to the bench this week. Arsenal at home, definitely not the easiest fixture from an attacking standpoint. Henry against Fulham away could easily come in for his spot here, and we could switch to a 4-4-2 formation. But despite Eze not scoring in game week 1, he did take on one of the most shots of all players in game week 1. So he is getting plenty of shots off, which is good to see. He is getting chances to put himself in goal scoring position. So I like Eze for that reason. Seeing this shot stat for him makes me want to hold on to him for game week 2 or keep him in the starting squad, especially for game week 2. So I'm happy with him here despite having the harder fixture. Salah is definitely going to provide me some captaincy headaches. Bournemouth at home compared to Haaland with Newcastle at home this week. Currently Haaland does have the captain's armband, but Salah against Bournemouth at home, a really, really good fixture. Liverpool put a bucket load of goals past Bournemouth last season. Somehow Salah didn't get involved at all in this game with either a goal or assist. So hopefully this time around can be different. An incredibly good fixture. He's definitely a decent differential shout for the captain's armband this week. This is one of the main weeks where I'm really considering not captaining Haaland, but as it currently stands, he does have the armband. And to round out the midfield, 2 away fixtures for both Mbeumo and Rashford. Mbeumo looking incredibly threatening in game week 1. Should have had himself 2 goals. Good to see him take the penalty and score the penalty for Brentford. I have confidence that he should remain on pens for Brentford until Tony comes back. So I'm happy with him for now. And Rashford didn't look great in game week 1. It has to be said, he was playing in a striker role against Wolves. Got absolutely locked up by the Wolves defence. He doesn't look very comfortable in that striker role. I do much prefer him out on the wing, where he found a lot of success last season, and hopefully when Haaland does come back for United, Rashford can flourish in a wing role. I'm not sure how he's going to fare for now playing up top for Man U. If they do go for Martial up top and push Rashford out in game week 2, I think that is definitely going to be a good formation for United to be able to get Rashford more involved. Having Garnacho and Anthony on the wings and Rashford through the middle didn't really seem to work very well for United at all in game week 1. So I think starting Martial, pushing Rashford out onto the wing could really help him in terms of his FPL points. Spurs also a side that he conceded 2 away to Brentford in game week 1, so potentially a chance for United to continue their winning ways. Spurs are not the greatest defensively to start this season, so if Rashford can get it on the wing, I do fancy him for a goal in this fixture. And looking to the lads up top, João Pedro and Haaland are the front 2, an unchanged front 2. João Pedro, I like this fixture against Wolves away. He's made a really good start to the season. He's looking very threatening. He's getting in a lot of good positions, took on quite a few shots in game week 1, had a very, very good XG as well, one of the highest expected goals figures of all forwards for the first game of the season. So João Pedro, a player that I'm really looking forward to see what he can produce, especially in the first 3 game weeks, but Brighton do have some really good fixtures. And Haaland, as we touched on, does remain on the captain's armband against Newcastle at home. Newcastle did concede 1 to Aston Villa in game week 1, and Man City obviously a very strong attacking outfit. I think regardless of the fixture, Haaland will of course be looking to get amongst the goals. So for now, he does remain as the captain. I think it's the safe option. A lot of people are going to have him on captaincy, and given how good the rank is right now, I'm happy just to play it safe, try and maintain a very, very high rank for the start of this year. Looking to the bench, as I touched on earlier, Onana and Henry are the first 2 players on the bench here. Balrock's got Forest away, which is a really good chance for a clean sheet as well. He, in his own right, could also be a decent option to potentially start in this game. I think, in this game week, I think Forest and Sheffield, this is going to be a very, very low scoring fixture in my opinion. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a 0-0 draw actually, and both Forest and Sheffield walk away with clean sheets here. And Mubama does remain as the 3rd forward here, sitting in that bench slot. I was a little bit annoyed that I haven't gone with Semenyo though from Bournemouth, as he was looking really good off the bench for Bournemouth in that later stages of the game against West Ham, so he could be a really nice 4.5 option. I wouldn't be surprised if he even finds himself starting Semenyo towards the upcoming game weeks, just given how good he was in game week 1. But for now, Mubama is my 4.5. We've got 100 mil squad value, 0.0 left in the bank, rolling the transfer, which will give us 2 free transfers available for game week 3. I'm very, very happy with how the team is set up right now. Let me know what you guys think of this team and drop your teams in the comments down below. I'd definitely be keen to see how you guys got on in game week 1. Thanks for watching today's team selection for Game Week 2, where we placed inside the top 2% in Game Week 1. If you guys are looking forward to more FPL videos, leave a like and subscribe, and have those notification bells turned on so you don't miss any future videos coming your guys' way. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.